manager who's gonna buy the material. Right, so somebody's gotta buy this, you can't go to Home Depot and buy this, so a supply chain manager is someone that works in manufacturing that helps me find, where can I buy this material? It doesn't come in this shape, it comes as a flat bar, it also comes in a flat bar that's 14 feet long. So now I've got the material in my facility, now I need to cut it. So that's somebody's job. Somebody downstairs runs my bandsaw. Right? You're going to take this long 14-foot bar, they're going to cut this into little 3.5-inch lengths. That's somebody's job in manufacturing. We're using heavy equipment. Somebody's got to put a hole in it. Right? So somebody's drilling that hole. Right? So that's somebody's job, is drilling that hole. Then they're putting threads in it, so I can put a screw in it. That's somebody's job. Then somebody's bending this thing. This is not flat anymore. It's got a bend here, and it's got a bend on the backside. Somebody's forming this piece of steel. How do you do that? You don't do that with a hammer. There's a heavy piece of equipment on the shop floor that bends this. All to make this little subcomponent that we use internally in a much greater assembly. So just there, we've had 6 or 7 people basically touch this piece of steel to have it made just so for our own internal use. I'm not selling these, I'm using these on the shop floor. There's a lot of work that goes into manufacturing, and a lot of different skills. And some of it you know, some of it you will learn. But that's the fun part about engineering, that's the fun part about manufacturing, is really getting into the intricacies of what it takes to make a thing, which at first blush might seem very simple, like, oh yeah, that's just a thing that you have, but no, we make these. And it seems simple, but it takes time, it takes engineering skill, it takes manufacturing skill to make these things. Again, no one comes to our company knowing how to build a dumbwaiter. No one shows up on first day. It's not a requirement that we list on our job description. Must have dumbwaiter manufacturing experience. Must have damper matching. We're never going to find those people. What we do need is people that are open-minded, right? You might be sitting in a bandsaw for 4 hours in the morning just cutting steel. But the next day you're going to be drilling holes, tapping holes, bending steel. The next day you might be welding something together. So it's going to be a kind of cool mix of different activities, and we're going to see all of that on the shop floor here in a couple minutes. I just like to use that as a simple example. Are there any other questions before we go walk around a little bit?
No.
Sure.
Positive.
All right, appreciate it.
Y'all asked some great questions.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good group.
Good group.
Absolutely.
They're all high school